I'm back. I'm back.
Once you change one thing, your mindset, you can attack everything.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the laws? I am. Your mind's getting softer. We do that shit with everything in life.
Without friction, there is no growth. Without friction, there's no growth. You live uncomfortable to gain growth. You have to have friction in your life to gain growth.
Sometimes you gotta fight pain with pain. Don't have a quitting mind. Repetition every day. They don't know me, son.
Get it. 18.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 19.
They don't know me, son. Sometimes your motivation needs to be because no one else wants to do it. We need doctors. We need lawyers. We need dentists. We need teachers. We also need the savages. You can't be listened to. That very little listen to might just keep you on your ass your entire life. I ain't hear no whistleblower in my life. So I'm gonna keep on playing. Looking for every opportunity I can. Be different. Hey, I'm not crazy. I'm just not you. In life, it's important for us to stay hungry. That hunger changes your mentality. You go from being domesticated to being the savage. Make sure you're on that seat at the table. When devil goes to bed at night, make sure you check on the bed for you. People don't know how to turn their minds on. People don't know about this boat symbol, always why I say it, why I start yelling. I'm trying to activate something. I'm trying to activate passion, want, hunger, the dog, the savage, falling asleep. When I show up, know I'm in a great shape, I can wake that savage beast up. You gotta learn yourself, know how to wake yourself up. But if you don't show up in the best shape of your life, your mind is worthless to you, so your savage is dead. A true dog mentality, I have a dog at home. I can feed that all day long. He never gets full. It's not enough you made to the NFL. Be the MVP. It's not enough you ran a 5K. Win a 10K. It's not enough you became a doctor. Be a better doctor. It's not enough you lost 50 pounds. Go out there and do something with it. Guess what? It's 109 out here, but guess what? It's not enough. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water was cold. I wish the structures keep on running. I wish for rain. When the end is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who you are. Stay hard. Stay savage. What have you done so far? I know the answer. The answer is nothing. You woke up for days and weeks and months. Not like what you saw in the mirror. Going out for a little run. Feeling your damn fat. Jiggling shit. If you want something, everything out there is free to you. Google them. My diet was breakfast run, lunch run, dinner run, snack run.
Without being driven or obsessed, this motivation fades. Everything is good, you're motivated. It's that person where all hell breaks loose and everything falls apart that says, I still gotta get it in. I wanna see that guy who immersed himself in hell. And he thought about quitting and leaving and his wife and his kids, and why am I here? Is it worth it? All this crazy shit. It still said, it found out a way to get through it. So basically that's the bottom line of it all. We all want to read about how we can quickly get somewhere. That's why the 6-minute abs and all this other shit is so powerful. You may get some results from it, but they're not permanent. The permanent result comes from you. I say it all the time. You have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your brain so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. I became obsessed. With being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created. I am so driven by any little thing. Like if I hear something, but my mind is now rewired. Like you go like to a circuit breaker, you know? Sometimes you gotta take all that shit out and replace all of them. I did that. So now when I hear things, there's no motivation. Motivation is great. Like all of us, like some of us right now, they have it. But what makes a winner is you realize that motivation is a temporary When you are driven, you're looking for every single crumb. Like my refrigerator is never full. and I have a dog at home, an English bulldog, anything that falls on the floor, that's it eats everything. Everything. And when I see that, that's the mentality that I want. I take everything that makes me feel a certain way and I use it for fuel. Even the hardest men, in times of suffering, what we do is we forget how hard we really are. Because that's what suffering is. Suffering is a test. That's all it is. Suffering is the true test of life. And so that cookie jar travels in my brain. So whenever I get put in a situation where I have poopy pants, the woe is me mentality of, oh my God, life sucks. I take a second, I take the 1 second decision. I step out of my life for 1 second, go in the cookie jar, pull up, oh, you were in 3 hell weeks and finished 2. One of those hell weeks a guy died in because it was so bad. Oh, you are badass. I started to devise ways to break a soul of a human being, of an object, of whatever's in front of me. If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is relentless. Nothing. I said, look, don't be a punk today. I want you to look at these instructors, because they were where we were years ago, under these boats. And I want them to think about, they'd never seen a boat crew like Boat Crew 2. We're gonna take their mother souls today. So we get juiced up. False motivation becomes what? Real motivation. So now they're starting to feel the juice. So the instructors come by, all right, Boat Crew 2, but right now, Boat Crew 2 has said, we're gonna pick the boat up before you tell us to pick the boat up. So the boat's up. Now we're starting to boat press it. And all we're saying is you can't hurt Boat Crew 2. And now our boat crew puts the boat down. They let us put the boat down because we showed something that no one else had. So by us putting out more, we got a chance to rest. So as we're resting, I turn around to the boat crew. It says all these instructors, I want to make sure from Wednesday to Friday, they cannot sleep with their wives because they're thinking about Boat Crew 2.
So 2 guys asked me to help them train for a marathon. Oh, but they picked a shitty day to train. It's 40 degrees, raining, windy, nasty. Those cats are inside the treadmill. You can't let conditions dictate your outcome. They believe that if it rains or snows or it's too windy, they may cancel the marathon. They ain't canceling shit. You better train with every condition they give you. A lot of you are trying to find inspiration and motivation with a depressed mindset. You're depressed because you're not doing shit with yourself. You don't find inspiration by not living in the grip of life. You need to live in the grip of life to find inspiration. Put challenges in front of yourself. When you put a challenge in front of yourself and you attack it, that's when you find inspiration. Try to be 10% better than you were last week. So if you're running 30 miles a week, run 33. If you're swimming 500 meters, swim 550. If some of you aren't doing shit, your 10% is just getting off the couch. The more you walk away from accountability, the weaker you become. Find yourself in the grip of life. You can't find yourself by doing nothing. Some of you have been average for so damn long, you don't know what it is to do hard work. This is a mindset. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But there's a out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you have. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But if it is, it's gonna be your ass. The first thing you gotta do is the exact opposite of everybody else. I own a bulldog. I've only watched the dogs in my lifetime. But I've never seen a dog eat like this. You put the food down, she buries her face in the bowl and attacks it, never looks up. So I was worried about it. So I called the breeder. I asked the breeder, what's up with this shit? She says yes. As puppies, there's limited food. So they attack it. They're afraid they won't eat. So I figured she'd outgrow it. 6 years later, she's got her own bowl, refrigerator full of food, but her mentality is the exact same. She acts like there's 20 puppies out there trying to steal her food. When you get that kind of mentality, you'll be successful. Stay hard. Out of 100 men, 90 are just targets. 9 do the fighting, but one is a warrior. And what's funny about that is that when I speak to people, I'm not speaking to the 90 targets. That's a mindset. That's a mindset that you chose to just be a target. And I'm not speaking to the 9 people who chose to fight. That's a great mindset. I'm speaking to that one mother who said, I'm putting everything on me.
You become very, very powerful when you overcome yourself.
Life ain't about medals, ain't about certificates, it ain't about houses, money, cars, fame, all that bullshit. It's about scars. So when you get judged, when everything is said and done with, you won't get judged on your medals. You get judged on your scars. Those scars show your willingness to get to the other side. They show your failures. They show your willingness to start from scratch. They show what you're willing to do to go the distance, to see what you're capable of. So make sure in life, don't be afraid to get scars. It might be April where you are, and you're expecting nice weather and shit, but it's 20 degrees. So, you might be somewhere where it's too hot. So, you might have sore legs, sore back, sore shoulder. So, the struggle is real. It never gets any easier. You gotta get harder. I was out yesterday, getting after it. Had one of the best runs I've had in a long time. PR'd that bitch. So, no one cares what you did yesterday. It only matters what you're doing today. Those who take me literally, so, I'm a cheerleader for those who want to be better, not for those who want to stay the same.
You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing on the docket. There is no 5K, there's no I'm gonna get into school to be this or that, and still perform to the highest level. Because what people don't get is one day that thing's gonna come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not gonna be ready when the time comes. It's this magical thing, purpose, that we're all looking for. But what's funny about it all is that we need these things to perform. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us, because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose. There may be another purpose, like being a SEAL or going to college or whatever, but the main purpose in life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, man, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. Purpose is you. We forget that. Every day I wake up and I don't want to do some shit, I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't? So it's perform without purpose. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life sucks. You're in the dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? Still going to get it. Because when that time comes, because the time is going to come, when that purpose is there, you'll be ready. You create your own self. Most people are missing something because there's so much trapped in there that you have not unlocked. That you walk around with this gorgeous wife or a great husband and all this money, you're like, God, I'm missing something. Yeah, because it's about 75% of you is still in there. Still chained up because you just didn't want to find your willpower. Then you want to find your soul, your will, your heart, your determination, your guts, your courage.
When I was born with all kind of heart issues, lung issues, bone issues. So I had to get creative. I didn't have a lot to work with. A lot of you use that as a juice. You don't have a lot to work with. So you want to die all preserved. Make sure you die being used up. Find out what you have and get maximum potential out of that. We're all being tested. And that road to success is a bumpy ass road. Has potholes, nails, detours and shit. Yeah. A lot of you are gonna die with a nicely preserved body. No plates, no bad knees, no bruises, no scars. You also have an resume.
If you're a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a medic, all kind of different professions in life, you have to recertify every year. If not every year, every couple of years. Almost every job in the world has to recertify. There's different kind of tools and knowledge that comes out. Everything is constantly evolving. As human beings, we are evolving. So you get those CEUs. So right now I'm at Moab 240. You gotta also certify or recertify as a savage. So I had a hard life growing up. My life is good now. Don't need to do this shit. It's time to recertify as a savage.
You don't need to be in the military to be a warrior. You gotta realize something. A lot of us are familiar with the economic recession. You can't do shit about it. But what you don't realize is this. We're in a mental recession. It's time for us to realize that we need to attack. We need to attack whatever's in front of us. A lot of people are getting weaker right now. It's time for us to get stronger. Fight that mental recession. Stay hard.